we bought the cheapest Duramax in the country. So the goal is to fix this thing using only parts that we ordered on eBay. We put a new fickum on it to get it to start up, and it still ran absolutely terrible. So we did an injector balance test and found out it needs injectors. I don't know if you guys have ever priced injectors for these, but they're over $2,000. I didn't have $2,000, but I had $750. So I ordered these, and they might be Chinese fakes. It's been a minute since we messed with this thing.
Yeah, this thing is completely dead and...
Completely dead. We could take the time to try to get it to start, go ahead and prime the fuel system,
but
drive it down there.
If y'all remember the last time we tried getting this start,
Took forever.
Took forever, and you look like you were giving CPR to the truck.
I can't keep doing this forever.
It's been 20 seconds.
Anyway, so there's no need to do all that to drive it from here 100 yards that way to the shop when we're just fixing to drain the entire fuel system and put injectors in it. So we are going to attempt to push it because it's pretty much downhill, and if not, we'll get the Cummins, hook it to it, and then take it on down there.
That's a long way to push.
It's a long way to push. We're going to try it, but we'll get it in the shop. I think these injectors are going to be the trick. I think they're going to fix it. Now, granted, I don't think they're actual Bosch injectors, because I'll tell you guys what I paid for them here in just a minute. And actually, I think I already said that, didn't I?
Probably. But who cares?
Who cares? They were $750, okay? Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get it down to the shop, get this joker tore apart. We've got new injectors and an EGR delete. We're going to get all that stuff put on. We need another truck, because it seems like we have bad luck with trucks, and we've got trailers to pull, race cars to pull.
Not only that, the Cummins transmission's leaking, and you got backed into.
Square body dialed in so we can start pulling the race trailer with it.
I know. All that beautifulness right here. And YouTube wants you to do this.
I know. Straight up. Straight up. What is wrong with you people? You don't like that. Y'all love this thing. I hate this thing.
Forced to love it. Forced to love it.
Where's some of the top part of the motor?
Somewhere.
You done take things up before we can start recording?
Did. Well, you know. Because honestly, I've never done this before, so I'm a little bit nervous about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have no idea what is supposed to come off of here except for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So, anyway, our buddy CJ was supposed to be here, but he had to get married.
Yeah, what a loser.
Sheesh. Anyway, also, we weren't invited. Rude.
Yeah, also rude.
Yeah, it's fine. Maybe we were. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I forgot. I don't remember.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, probably.
Congratulations, probably.
Anyway, so we got a lot of stuff to take off. And a lot of work to do. Because, again, this is something we've never done. I have no idea what I'm doing. But how hard can it be?
I mean, take things up, put it back.
I'm a great parts changer. But anyway, so we'll get these injectors put in once we get all this stuff took off. I think we're going to be good. I think it's going to fix it. And I think we're going to have a spare truck, finally.
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 Also, Cody, turn around. Pick you up a t-shirt.
Go get a shirt.
Go get a shirt. We
got to pay for injectors. I ain't supposed to get dirty. I'm the cameraman most of the time.
Not anymore.
I hate this job. Complainer.
What do we got?
So I think driver's side's more open than passenger side. So I'm pretty sure we can probably get to all of those now just with what we have took off. So we're going to move over to passenger side, start taking a few things off over here. Fuel filter housing, intercooler pipe. The fickum will unbolt that and move it. So we're getting pretty close, I think, to being able to actually go ahead and pull the old injectors, put the new ones in. CJ mentioned something about keeping up with every number on the injector and its position in the engine, because he's going to come in with a computer and flash this thing. And apparently entering the injector numbers and tying it to the VIN number and its position in the engine will apparently make it function better. So that's the plan. But today, the goal is just get these put in, get this thing running. He said it'll run 1,000,000 times better with these in as long as everything works right. Then when he hooks his computer to it and it flashes everything, it'll make it that much better. So anyway, driver's side, I think, is prepped to have those replaced. So a few more things over here, and then we'll see what we're looking like. Then we're gonna try to start pulling them out one at a time, changing everything. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll find out.
I believe in you.
We'll see. Where's that?
What about you, Hunter? Do you believe in him?
Oh my God, there is. Yeah, I just need to jump down.
Get out of here! Yeah! Let's get out!
So we're chasing rats now.
There's a rat in here. That's not good.
This isn't a rat rod.
Watch it be running bad because he's 8 wires.
What does the rat
All that time and money wasted only for it to be a broken wire because freaking rat.
Oof. Big oof.
What does the rat say?
As long as he don't bite me, we're fine. Stay away, bro. Stay away.
I want to see what the rat looks like.
You got him. Anyway.
All right, so where we at, guys?
We got the first injector out. This one. Here's the new injector. So I'll show you guys real quick what these actually look like side by side. Face them the same way. This is the original injector in the truck. This is obviously the new one. They're like very, very similar, even though I ran the numbers on these and these are not registered on Bosch, so they're definitely fakes. So we'll find out, which I mean, it was kind of to be expected. These are 750. A set of these is about 2,500. So we're about to find out, once all of these are in here, are these cheap injectors worth it? I have no idea. I hope they are because we paid for them. So
He paid for him.
I paid for them. So
Coops
we'll
house.
see. Time will tell. So we'll go ahead and start putting this back in. We've got 7 left to do. This is the first one. This is not that hard to do, turns out. It's just really hard to get to everything because there's so much stuff in here and you kind of have to work your way around. A little tight, but it's fine. We'll get it figured out. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this injector in it. We're going to go ahead and do a few more, and then the fun part's going to start priming the entire fuel system, which I'm going to make Hunter do.
CPR time.
Yeah, if you did that, it started pouring fluid over here.
What you looking at over there? The look on his face looks priceless.
No, it's just water.
Just Hunter messing with stuff.
I was looking at the water that's in this reservoir, and it is disgusting.
Is it though?
Do you want to see it?
Sure.
Incoming more water.
Please stop. I'm trying to tighten this injector, and it's got an open hole into the motor.
I didn't even know that.
Well, 2 down, 6 to go. How are you feeling?
I can't wait to be done with the driver's side because looking at the passenger side, most of that's wide open. So, anyway, this is a pain. It is a pain.
Back to giving the truck CPR.
Back, give us CPR. We've got new injectors though.
Yep. So you did that side, I did this side, and for the first time ever, I actually put something back together without having any spare bolts.
I had one. I still haven't figured out where it went. But I'm glad we had Cody here. I know the filming was a little bit different, probably for a little bit of the video. We had Cody here, thank God, because we were both able to jump on these injectors and made it a lot quicker. If I had done all of it, it would have been, we'd still be working on it.
Yeah, like right now it is currently 7 o'clock. We'd probably be done by like 11.
Yeah. So, I think a couple more rounds of this, we're getting a lot less air than we were getting. I think we're fixing to try to fire it up with these new injectors and see how it sounds. I'm feeling pretty good. What are you thinking?
I'm feeling pretty good, but my only concern is the battery that was in here, because there's only one battery instead of two, and that thing is about shot.
It is definitely toast, but it is what it is. We've got jump boxes. We've got starters. We've been starting it with one battery, so there's that.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's hoping, but this is gonna be, I got some air, but not as much. So that's gonna be the last bleed. I'm fixing to pump it up. We're gonna throw a battery in here. About to try to fire it up.
All right, so battery's hooked up. Jump start on the battery charger. Let's see it. How about now?
Why is it doing that?
Is it like just...
Cycling out. Like I'm holding the key, but it's not. That's interesting.
That's a new one. After some digging, what'd you come up with?
I found that I don't think this was plugged in all the way. Although, now, the latch part of it doesn't want to.
Which, those things are always tricky anyways.
Yeah.
Like, I've never had any good experiences with those.
No. I'll latch that down. I think that's probably it right there.
So,
We'll try to spin it down.
yep. So.
See what it'll do. She's spinning fast.
She is spinning fast, which is surprising.
Yeah. Let's see about it.
Nope.
Still did it. It's spinning so fast though, that should start this mug.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just falling on its face.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but oh, we'll keep looking. See if we can figure it out.
So, before you start it, and make sure it was the problem, what did you do?
I may have plugged the Fickum plug in upside down. Okay, it's fine. Hopefully.
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 So,
Let's see. I fixed it. That part.
You know, this thing's still on 50 amps, dude. It's not even on the 250.
Yeah, no,
which
this-
I'm surprised it's spinning that fast with it.
Yeah, it's definitely spinning fast enough to start. Can you have another screwdriver? I need to.
Oh, yes. Which one was it?
Any of them really.
Okay, well, here's a Phillips head that I
Hey,
was
that's
just using.
beautiful. Thanks.
Yeah, I used that to take off that freaking ugly thing right there.
We don't want that no more. Get that out of here.
That is very 2010s, 40-year-old dads that did that.
Ironically, the guy I bought it from basically fits that demographic.
Exactly. My dad did the same exact thing. Oh, my God.
Bro, there's a lot of air still in this.
Yeah, it attacked me.
My bad.
It got on my Crocs.
Oh.
Oh,
We can ever get it running and let it just start working some of that air through.
yeah. But anyway, we're gonna continue doing this. So we'll update y'all soon.
Yes.
Take 567.
500.
It's one, two.
He wants to.
It's one, two. I have an idea.
I don't think that's it. I think I need to pump it some more. I'm gonna pump it some more.
Okay, pump some more. 250. Let's try it again. Come on, baby girl. She thinking about it. She thinking about it. We also need to get rid of those freaking mirrors.
It's giving Pappy Truck vibes.
Pappy truck.
Pappy Truck.
Like, what?
Pappy Truck vibes.
Let's try it again.
One more again.
One more again.
One more again.
wanting to.
Yeah. Give it a shot. Give it a sec. Hold on.
Hey,
Huh?
that's more than what we had.
It started.
Okay, let me turn on the hazards just in case.
Go for it.
We gotta be cautious around here.
Do what?
So we gotta be cautious around here.
Yeah. See if it'll start. Can't pump it any faster. Hold on. What?
We can't pump any faster.
I was pumping that joke as fast as I could pump it.
Brother, we made a mess.
Did, and the truck still don't run.
Yep. That's probably about 10 gallons worth of fuel on the ground.
I've got no idea how much it is, but all this fuel we pumped through it, and we're still getting air somewhere in the system. I have no idea where. I'm like at my wit's end. All the connections at the fuel filter housing is all that's. I mean, there's no air coming there. I'm getting a little bit of air at the Schrader valve on top. The truck will start, fade, and die, so it obviously has air in it somewhere. I just don't know where. So I don't know what to do.
It beats me.
So, unfortunately, we're not going to get to upload this video when we plan to. So, we'll be touching base with CJ and seeing if CJ will come over here and help us figure this out. I don't know how much fuel is actually in it. I know when we tried to put some in it before, like, it acted like it was full. So, I'll get a few more gallons, whatever, whenever I get back from work in a couple of days, and we'll try to put some more fuel in it, and then maybe that'll help. I have no idea.
I don't know. But we're not going to quit on this thing because, I mean, we got it for a steal. And
Oh, yeah, we're not, we're definitely not quitting on the truck. Like, it's going to continue, but it's 10 o'clock at night, and we've been at it pretty much all day, and I'm pretty sick of it.
yeah, my fingers hurt from turning the key for the past hour and a half.
Yeah, well, I've got blisters from the stupid pump housing. So, anyway, it is what it is. We're just going to leave it there. We'll come back Tuesday when I get off. I get off Tuesday morning. So, we'll get back out here.
Too.
Yeah, you do too. We'll get back out here. We'll get back to work on it. Put some fuel in it. I don't know. That's all I can do.
Yeah, I mean, mind you, this is the first time we've dealt with this.
It is. It
So.
is. But once the truck runs, it runs good. Other than before, it had some surge in it, and we knew it had some air, and the injectors were leaking down. CJ said that whenever he ran the injector balance test, there was a couple of them that was just way below what they needed to be. So anyway, he's supposed to come over and do a couple things with it anyway. So I guess I'll just get him to check it out when he comes over, and then that way we can get this thing running, which means we can actually start getting it to where we're ready to get it on the road and actually start using it.
Mod it.
Anyway, I'm calling it a day. My eyes are crossing. I'm so tired. I got to work tomorrow. We'll be back in a day or two. All right, guys. Well, it's been a few days, but I finally got back out in the shop messing with this thing. And I've messed with it quite a bit off camera. And I figured out a few things. We did get it running unconventionally, but it does run. Still runs pretty bad. There's a few things for us to fix. But I'm going to show you guys what I did, what I've got, and then what the fix is going to be. All right, so I wasn't sure if the fuel filter head was still bad, so I just went ahead, did a rebuild on that, put all new seals and all of that good stuff on there. I also went ahead and replaced the two feed lines. There's one comes from the bottom of the fickum into the fuel filter head, and then out of the fuel filter head into the fuel rail. I also went in, and behind here, somewhere in there, is the CP3 pump. I unplugged the FCA, which is the fuel control actuator, which is essentially your fuel pressure regulator for the Duramax. So after all of that, I finally got the truck to start up. It was still running pretty bad. I started checking out a couple of things, and some problems began to show themselves. And I'll show you why we had such a hard time getting prime and all of that. We get prime now in about 6 pumps on the fuel filter head. So we are good. We're holding prime, sort of. But we still have a little bit of an issue, and I'm going to have to take everything back off the top, get that squared away. And then we should be able to drive this joker. Let me show you guys what I found. All right, so I can go ahead and come in here, hit the key. Give it just a second. There we go. She'll fire up, and you notice it's still got a little bit of a skip. But when we come right here, and we can look inside the fuel, look inside there, we are pouring fuel out of this thing. So up in here, I don't know if you can see it, but where our injector lines go to the fuel rail, it's spraying out of these front two for sure. So all of this stuff is gonna have to come back off. I'm gonna go back in and just check these lines again. Apparently, if you don't tighten them down kind of evenly at the top and the bottom to seat them, and so they get set down in those cups, they'll spray out like crazy, which is exactly what we have going on here. So with that said, I'm gonna get this thing back in the shop. I'm gonna go ahead and take all that off, tighten all of those lines. I also have to replace the serpentine belt. For some reason it shredded that. So I've got to put a belt on it, but we'll get those tightened down, get a belt put on it, and then this thing should run like an absolute top. We can finally go to it and hit the key, and it'll start without having to absolutely go crazy trying to prime it. So that's a really good sign. That means we don't have as much leak down as we did. So we'll get those injector lines tightened down, the belt on. I think we'll be able to drive this thing. I think our eBay parts might have served us well. All right, so we'll hit the key again real quick and fire this thing back up. So it fires up a lot faster now, and it does sound pretty decent, but when you come over here, you look underneath, you see it just pouring down the side of the block right there. You can see it dripping. Well, I did a little bit of digging and found that it's actually leaking at the top of the injector where the little return line goes in and clips in. I was trying to figure out why. I was like, I don't know if there is supposed to be a little O-ring on those or whatever. So I walked over to the old injectors, took a look in the top, and I found that the little nipple on the bottom of those fittings actually broke off in the old injectors. So what that means is there's some of those, I think there's 3 actually, that are just absolutely pouring fuel. So that means that I think the truck is pretty much fixed aside from that. So I'm not going to drive it like that, obviously, because it's just pouring fuel. But I did go ahead, get on the good old eBays, and went ahead and ordered a new return line kit. This new return line kit actually has billet fittings with O-rings and all of that stuff. So when those get here, we'll just slap those jokers in, put the clips in, hook them all up. We should be good to go. That should take care of literally everything. So the truck is back running. It fires up pretty quick. It's holding prime, so we're good there as long as everything stays like it's supposed to stay. I haven't let it sit overnight, obviously, to see what it does. But the primer bulb primes up. I walked away for 10 minutes, come back, the truck fires right back up. So everything is good as far as that goes, just minus that return line. I think that's probably going to be part of the reason we still have a skip, because it's just absolutely pouring out all the fuel, and it's just an excessive return. So I think that's causing part of our skip. So I think whenever I get that fixed, I think we'll be good to go. So I've got a few things left to put on the truck, but obviously I have to get in there to do all of that stuff with the return line. So I'm going to leave all that off so I have plenty of room. But anyway, that's also going to put me a couple of days behind releasing this video. I had planned on releasing it this past weekend. Obviously, I didn't make it. And I had planned on releasing it this Saturday, but our parts won't be here till Saturday. So it's going to be Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday before this video gets out. But anyway, all that said, we know what's wrong with the truck. We're going to be able to fix it. The parts are on the way. We're just a little bit behind schedule. But that's all right, because we're going to make it. We're going to get it all put together. It's going to be good to go. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a couple of days when we drive this sucker. All right, well, our couple-hour injector job turned into 2 weeks. But we have the missing piece.
The one piece that's probably going to suck.
Maybe not. But we got to go in there, take off all the clips, put these in there. I don't know where exactly these connect in there, so hopefully it's not too bad to get to take off the clamps. So we can just pop it off. We can just pop this in, pop the new one in. Because we know this joker's going to fire right up. So we've definitely made some progress as far as that goes, because it's been sitting for 3 days. I can go hit the key right now. She'll fire right up.
Which we just did before we started.
Just did. Sorry, we didn't film it. It did work, I promise. But I didn't want to pour fuel everywhere because we know that's leaking pretty heavy. So we're going to get to work replacing these, and then I think we're fixing to take this joker for a test drive. Finally.
But we probably need to do the coolant before we do that.
Oh, yeah, we probably should because I may have run it all on the floor the other night. It's
Yeah.
fine. But anyway, we'll do that. Then we'll take it for a test drive.
Well, they're red.
They're red and all new injector lines. The only complaint that I got is they made these way longer.
They are huge.
They're way long. There's plenty of slack in them, but don't think that's going to create any issue.
I mean, they're just return lines after all.
Just return lines, but we'll crank her up and see if she'll leak. I don't see a leak. Not on this side.
Not on this side? Okay. Other side. I can't really see.
Son of a gun, we're going to be diesel mechanics after all.
My hands look like this, so yours look like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Mine to start.
We plugged the fuel control actuator back in, and I did scan it. We're throwing several codes for that thing. So we'll unplug it again. We'll see if it'll crank up, see what it'll sound like, and we're gonna see about trying to round up a part. I think that thing's probably bad. It's basically the fuel pressure regulator, and it's not telling it how much fuel it needs. And so if it's not reading, maybe it's not letting the fuel rail build enough pressure. If we unplug it and it works, maybe it's building too much pressure or still not enough, but enough to crank. I don't know.
Let's find out. How about that?
How about that?
Nothing like a good old fuel knock.
Sounds good, other than the fuel knock.
Does sound good.
I think that thing's still bad.
Yeah. Tell you this much, it does sound good in the back.
Not right here, though.
No. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm convinced that that's bad, which means we don't need to run it like that, not sounding like that. Also noticing a little bit of a leak from the second injector, so that return line may not be seated completely. So we'll go into that. We're gonna call around, see if we can find a part, see what we can come up with, and if we can round one up, we'll get one put in. And I think she'll be good to go here in the next little bit. Obviously, looking at that, a lot of stuff's gonna have to come off. We're gonna take off the whole top part, get that replaced, and then put it back together again. Again. It's like the 57th time. But anyway, if it fixes it the 58th time, I'm fine with it.
Well, called around.
And
there was one that really hurt our hearts.
Yeah. So Clouds didn't have it. I had to go, outside my normal network.
Thanks, Clouds.
Thanks, Clouds. Anyway, call Advance. They don't stock it. Neither does O'Reilly.
And it's not in their warehouses.
Not in the warehouses, so it's special order. That son of a gun is $400.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that one put a pain right through the heart.
Yeah, like I physically felt myself almost pass away when they said that. Anyway, got on Amazon, looked around. Got on eBay, looked around. Online price for one that's not Bosch, around $30 or $40. I called my boy CJ.
CJ.
CJ. He works on these a lot, and so he keeps a lot of stuff hanging around. He got one for free fitty.
Free fitty.
Free fitty. All we got to do is drive and get it. So we don't get in the truck, go over to CJ's, pick up the new fuel control actuator, come back and put it in. So I know I said we're fixing this thing complete with eBay parts, so we're fixing it with eBay and CJ parts.
I mean, that's about as equivalent to eBay.
It's close. You know, if you took it and just made a CJ, anyway. We all go to CJ's, get the part, and come back, and hopefully we get this truck fixed.
You look like you're having fun, bud.
Bruh. We got the piece to fix it.
Yeah.
Now we got to figure out how to put the piece, how to put the piece to fix it in it to fix it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of pieces missing in the middle.
Anywho, basically, the part we're trying to replace is on the back of the CP3 pump, which is down in here, and the only way to get to that piece, I can see it through a hole about this big, but it's behind this cast piece that is, it looks like it's bolted onto the front of the motor, but I can't really tell till I get down in there a little further. And only thing I know is that this looks real unpleasant, and I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm going in blind and hoping for the best. But the bad thing is this is the last thing that could be wrong, that could be causing what's going on. And so it has to be fixed, and there ain't nobody coming to save us.
Nope, we're on our own. It's cowboy time.
I did ask CJ real nicely. He said maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm gonna say that we're probably having to do this on our own. CJ.
Yeah, he's married and all now. He's got priorities.
Yeah. I'm married about 50 feet that way. She'll be home after a while. Tremendous.
You look like you're struggling.
Very much.
Didn't know they were bringing back the plank challenge.
Respect all diesel mechanics everywhere. I hate this crap.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's rough.
It's about this size.
About that size.
What size is it? I don't know. I can't read it. It's greasy.
Alrighty, guys. We are officially reassembled after I don't know how many hours.
And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. That was probably one of the worst things I think I have ever put myself through. That was one more pain right there. But we managed to get it done. So we've got new injectors, we've got new return lines, and we have a new fuel pressure regulator. So the only thing for us to do now is go ahead and fire this thing up and see what it's going to do, and then decide if we're going to be able to take it on a test drive, if we want to risk it if it doesn't run well. I don't know. I hope it runs well. I hope that was the issue. But anyway, we're going to try to fire this thing up. I hope it's fixed.
All right, so we will hit the key. Let's go ahead and turn her over. Well, she fired up, so that fuel pressure regulator is better for sure than the other one.
So it's running okay. It'll take throttle. Take throttle, really? We just blew something off. Hang on a second. Okay, crash is subverted. I think it was just a paper towel. So it's taking throttle really well. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to back it up, go ahead and put a little bit of coolant in it. We'll take it up the road, see what it does. And it sounds really good. And for the first time, I can actually go to it after it's been sitting for a little while, turn the key, and it'll fire up. Because before, we were losing prime like crazy. So I know for sure we're definitely sitting better than we were. Even if this thing's not 100% perfect, we're going to figure it out because we're constantly making little strides. So we're going to go ahead and back this thing up, get some coolant in it. We're going to take a little ride.
Alrighty, guys, we are pulling this thing out on the highway, and I will go ahead and tell y'all, it still sounds like it has a little bit of a skip, and when I give it throttle and let off, it's like it stays in the throttle. So I'm not sure exactly what that's all about or why it's doing it. I'm wondering if there's maybe some air trapped in the system still or something like that going on. But actually it might clear out a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, it's definitely still staying in the throttle a little bit whenever I let off. And I don't know how well y'all can hear that, but it's definitely still got a little bit of a skip. But from what everybody told me, that it could definitely still be some air in the system. And I did notice whenever I was in there, another little fuel line that looks like it might have some dry rot. So it may be to go back into this thing, which we're gonna do a little bit later anyway. CJ is supposed to be coming over at some point to help us with the EGR delete, and we're gonna be doing a lot of powder coat work and things like that. So we're gonna be going back into this thing anyway. And so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and replace all those dry rotted lines whenever we go back into it and see if that is some of our issue. My buddy CJ knows a lot more about these than I do. He works on these literally for a living. So the good news is this thing is running. I think it might be clearing up a little bit. All right, so we're a few miles up the road, and you can definitely hear some fuel knock. So we've definitely still got some sort of issue going on. And also this cluster doesn't work at all. Like literally nothing on here is working, but definitely got some fuel knock. So we've still got some issues. We're gonna turn this thing around to get it back to the house before it leaves us stranded. And I don't know, hopefully she clears up a little bit more. Pull it back in the driveway, see if you guys can hear it. So it's definitely better on the throttle. Like before, whenever I would give it throttle and then get out of it, it was like the throttle stuck for just a second. Not really sure what that was about. It's not doing it now, so it's definitely a lot better than it was. But we still definitely have some minor issues that I'm just not sure about. We're gonna have to put a scanner on this thing, run a balance test on the injectors, and just see how that is and how things are looking there. But the good news is this thing runs a million times better than it did a few days ago. A few days ago, it wouldn't even start. All right, guys, well, we got her back to the shop. This is what it sounds like sitting here idling. And I did notice that if I shut the truck off and then start it back up, that it sounds quite a bit better. But here in a few minutes, like whenever it sits here and idles for a few seconds, it'll start clacking again like that. But I gotta say, for somebody that was just doing this for the first time, I've never changed injectors. I've never done anything with a diesel other than messing with the square body and putting the Cummins in that. This was a huge learning experience. And I will say that these Duramaxes, not fun at all to work on. It absolutely sucks. But the good news is we have this thing now to where it can sit for a couple of days. We can hit the key and it'll start up. It's not done that since we've had it. We do still have a couple of little issues, obviously, that we have to work out. I talked to CJ. He's going to check a few things. So we may be dealing with a little bit of error in the system still, and CJ's going to show me a couple of things to be able to get that taken care of. He's also said something about flashing these injectors to this truck and actually assigning them to a cylinder. So I don't know what that's all about. He said something about it. He's going to take a look. I'm going to let him do his thing. But we've got big plans over the next few weeks for this thing. This thing's going to be getting a completely custom paint job, new wheels, all of that good stuff. So it's going to be a very, very sick truck. And on the best part is it's absolutely 100% budget. But guys, I know y'all have been waiting for this video for a long time, so I'm sorry it took so long, but we're finally back on our cheap Duramax, and I'm super excited about the next few videos. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out that one right there. YouTube thinks to be the best thing for you to watch next, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.